Okay, so I've got here the ALLDOCUBE X Game tablet, and right off the bat you can see the colors are really vivid and sharp. It's a great size display. It's a nice big display. The build quality is pretty excellent. It doesn't feel cheap plastic. It actually feels like metal on the sides. You've got dual firing speakers, it looks like, on both sides. One on there, and see the other two on there. And that gives you kind of a really immersive sounding experience when you're holding the tablet close to you. When I played a game yesterday when I was trying this out, I noticed that it sounded like sound was coming from all around me as if I was wearing a headset or something, which was actually pretty cool. I'm not used to experiencing that on a tablet. It's also got, ALLDOCUBE has this cool little like port with these pins here, which if you get one of their accessories like their keyboard case, that's how it connects. It like magnetically clasps onto there, sort of like the way a keyboard would for a Surface. And it gives you a direct connection, so you don't have to rely on Bluetooth or something like that for your keyboard. I've used another ALLDOCUBE tablet. I've actually been impressed with a lot of their stuff so far, so I like that. Now, as far as the performance of this goes, I can't really play this game right now because I kind of it's hard to record this video while holding the tablet to play the game. But you can see here the pre-game graphics here. You can see this is rendering in real time. You've got the reflections on the floor. We got the lens flares on the lights and the haze in the air. I mean, this is standard. If you've ever played Asphalt, you know this screen very well. This is your pre-race screen, and it renders really smoothly. And for a tablet of this price range, I'm very thoroughly impressed. Like, I'm not used to having something this smooth with this kind of performance at this price. All right, now let's talk about performance for a moment here. This is a decent performer. Now, it's got game in the title, so you think, okay, well, this is going to be high-end for gaming, but it's decent. You got 2217 for the slingshot test. You got 1219 for slingshot extreme. This test just really tries to throw some 3D graphics at it to see how quickly it can handle the task. Now, the closest tablet I have to this price, I bought this last year. This is a Lenovo M10. I bought this for reading on. I wanted a big screen for doing some projects on. And I bought this really just for the screen, just to have good screen clarity. It wasn't about the performance at all. And you can see that the performance really lags behind. We got 831 for Slingshot, 450 for Slingshot Extreme. Nothing compared to what we're getting on here. So that's, and this wasn't the cheapest tablet you can buy. Lenovo is a brand name. Meanwhile, I've got a Samsung Galaxy Tab here. Now, to be fair, this is an older Samsung Galaxy Tab. I think this is from 5 or 6 years ago. It's running a Snapdragon, I believe 650 something, 652 maybe. And you can see it's also it's doing better than Lenovo did, but not as great as the X Game did. So the X Game really is so far holding up to its title as a decent gaming device. Okay, now I ran some more tests on some other devices just to give you a frame of reference. Now, here we've got a Galaxy S10. This is a flagship phone that was pretty recently. I mean, we're down to what are we up to now? S22. So the S10 is already 2 generations old. I think it went S10, S20, S22, or S21. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So it's not the most recent one. It's about 3 years old, this phone, and you can see the Snapdragon, I think 850 or 855 in here, gives you significantly higher scores than benchmarks. Now, remember, benchmarks aren't everything. You saw before, games run really smoothly on here, but it's not going to perform as well as, let's say, the highest end, flagship device. But to be fair, this phone costs about 5 times as much, at least, as this, if not more. And it was, it's a much more expensive device and running on a much smaller screen. So for the money, you're getting a much better experience on here. Meanwhile, I've got here something a little bit more mid-range to compare it to. I've got a Pixel 3a, which I was using up until recently. You can see why I stopped using it. The screen is shattered, so I apologize about that. But you can see the numbers are much more reasonable, closely resembling what we're getting on here. So the point is, I played plenty of games on here, and I never felt like I couldn't handle the games I was playing. So this is for the money that you're paying for this. You're getting this nice, big, vivid screen. You're getting a lot of great specs out of the box. Really good build quality, and I'd say it holds up to its name as a good gaming tablet for the price.